Lupita.
Yes.
So, Queen of Katwe is directed by Mira Nair, who you've known for a really long time.
Yes.
Tell me how you met her.
I met her when I interned for her at Mirabai Films when she was cutting The Namesake. My father and her husband have been friends since they were in university together. And when I was looking for an internship, he finally revealed that he had a friend who was married to a filmmaker. And when I learned it was Mira Nair, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe he kept it from me all those years. And I applied for the internship and got it. And so I did that. And then I worked for her film lab, Maisha, the year after in 2006, where I was on their administrative team trying to facilitate the lab, and I ended up being in one of the student films back then, the short films. Yeah, and then now 10 years later, I'm in a film in front of the camera with her, which is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I feel very blessed to be able to check that off my bucket list.
So you were shooting in Katwe and which is it near Kampala?
It is in Kampala.
Explain the geography of where you were shooting.
Yeah, so Katwe is a slum, Uganda's largest slum, and it is in Kampala. It's about 2 kilometers away from downtown Kampala, and it's really big. They haven't had a census for a while, but it inhabits hundreds of thousands of people. And
you were really shooting in the...
Yeah, we were shooting in it and in the environs. We shot in neighboring slums as well, all which are about 20 minutes away from where Mira lives, no more than 20 minutes away from where Mira lives. So these are places that she has known for a long time and visited and has a real understanding of. And I knew that this film was in very good hands with her because she could really bring the humanity to the story and the specificity of living life in Katwe.
You got to meet the person you were playing.
I did get to meet Harriet, yes. And that was one of the first things I did when I got to Uganda. I sat with Harriet and I had very long conversations with her about her life, about her interests, and just observing her behavior, and her personality, and that was great to be able to do that kind of direct research.
So the character you play, she is fierce. There's a deep strength in her, and she's denying potential for her child because she doesn't want her to be disappointed.
Yeah, so Harriet is a woman who has had a very hard past. She got tossed around a lot as a child. She told me a story of having to walk 2 days to get to her mother, who was in Katwe, because she had broken a door. I think it was that she broke a door and she was scared, and so she left home and walked 2 days to join her mother in Katwe. And then, she gets pregnant with her first child at the age of 14, is a mother by the age of 15, and loses her husband of 5 children to HIV/AIDS. So she had a hard life, and that was all she knew. And so she's preparing her children for that strife, for that struggle. And she's jaded and is fearful of dreaming because it means you have expectations that will probably not be met. And she wants to save her children the disappointment. And she feels that it is an act of love to protect them from their own dreams. But her journey in the film is realizing that to show true love is to act without fear and instead with courage, and allow her daughter to go into a world that she knows little of.
I've actually compared this role to Stella Dallas, which is one of the great tearjerkers of all time, about a woman who sacrifices for her daughter. It's a Barbara Stanwyck role, which I would love you to see someday.
Thank you for telling me.
And that's a high compliment because she sacrifices for her child, and you feel a great deal of empathy for this character.
Yeah, I mean, Harriet, in meeting her, she is so grounded, and her presence is a special one. She's very quiet. She kind of reminded me of a baobab tree. It has a very thick trunk and it's very stable. It grows in very extreme conditions, but you know it's full. It's full. And that's Harriet. She's full. She's full of wisdom. She knows who she is, and there's a nobility to her. And I wanted to respect that. And for me, meeting her, it's just a reminder that dignity does not have a price tag, you know.
So tell me how, working with Mira on this particular production, you were able to bring detail and life to this. It feels so vivid and so alive.
Yeah, I mean, Mira will tell you she loves cinema verite. She loves getting into the trenches. She rolls up her sleeves and she gets to work. And we were working in Katwe. We were working in this place where film crews don't often come, and certainly not of this size. And so, you know, we were working in the conditions as we found them, with an incredible, of course, creative department. But life was happening around us at all times. And Sean Bobbitt, the director of photography, would often comment about, no matter where he pointed his camera, there was something telling us a larger story about what life is like in this place. And you can't replicate that, you know. And for me, it was constant and eternal research to be shooting there, because you're contending with things as they are. I mean, we would have to jump over open sewers. We had to navigate really rickety bridges, you know, and so your life was in danger in all sorts of ways. And so for me, it was a constant reminder of all the things that Harriet has to contend with and protect her children from, in order to just live a day here.
So tell me a little bit about your theater work and versus your film work. You know, you broke onto the scene with 12 Years a Slave, obviously, but you have done some amazing things and gotten some huge prizes as a result.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think, you know, all this has been made possible by the success of that first role. Now I have choice, and I'm able to work on things that I'm passionate about, and I want to honor that opportunity, you know, and use my shot, you know.
From Star Wars.
Yeah, from
whatever.
Star Wars to Eclipsed, the Broadway play I just finished a few months ago, you know, and I got to play a 15-year-old in that, and now I'm playing the mother of 4 in this. It feels really, it's varied in a very exciting way, and I hope to continue in this vein, just doing things that are new and challenging and make me grow.
Where are you living these days? Where are you making your home base?
I'm in New York. Yeah.
And are you doing more theater as well?
Not for now. I've had my fill of theater for now. You
Time
know,
to get a paycheck.
you know, it's that Eclipsed was really fulfilling and draining at the same time. It was a really tough emotional roller coaster for me to go on every single day for what is 6 months, you know, and it was good muscles to flex. I definitely feel more confident in myself and ready to get back on screen, and I get to go into Black Panther shortly, and I'm really looking forward to that.
So are you working out and doing action?
I'm working out, yes. I'm staying and staying in shape.
Looking forward.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.